literally an MMO Pokemon game, or Pokemon, however you want to pronounce it. You can literally play as Pokemon, battle other Pokemon, uh, be your own trainer. You can catch Pokemon, train them, everything. Like, there's literally so much that you can do in this game. For instance, like, there's legendaries. It's still in alpha. I mean, it's been in alpha for a while now. In this game. Let me see here. So, like, whenever you start off here in palette. And, I mean, graphically, I mean, this game's very easy to, let's see. You could literally run this, like I'm running at 60 FPS right now, and I have a 1063 gig. Very easy. The only main reason why I run with the vegetation off is, let me show you. Let me bring up my map real quick. Okay, so the red dots that you see are other players. Let me turn down that sound. Well, I can't turn down the sound of other people. Sorry about that, that's probably really loud. So, like, even in, like, okay, so the circles are other players, the red squares are their Pokemon. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I apologize. It's super loud. Like, if you're in the area of other people, you can hear their Pokemon's attacks and everything. But these yellow squares are wild Pokemon, and these yellow circles are people that you can talk to. They're NPCs. You can't battle them. They have gyms and stuff in the game, but you can't battle the gym leaders. You have your bag, which you can buy Pokeballs and let's see, and stones right now. You can't buy potions. You can't buy fossils or HMs or TMs or berries or bicycles, accessories, nothing. Right now the only thing you can buy is stones and then Pokeballs, which you can buy a Pokeball, just a regular one, a Great Ball, an Ultra Ball. But honestly, you really only need the Pokeballs unless you just want a Pokemon that has like a cool looking ball and whatnot. So, like, as you can see right here, you have a PvP arena. And you have an Executor and a Snorlax battling. That's what that sound is. He's using Barrage here. Have the shiny Cloyster here. But let me go back to the map here. Try and get out of this area so that way it's not as loud. So whenever you start off, actually let me show you. When you start off, you have no Pokeball. No Pokeballs. You come in here into Professor Oak's lab. Come up here and you'll talk to this assistant, and you can choose Bulbasaur, Squirtle, or Charmander. And then there'll also be 5 Pokeballs right here that you can get off the table. All you do is click on them, and they'll pop up in your inventory. You can come up here and click on your bag, and it'll show that you have 5. And whenever you have a Pokemon, it'll show up here in this taskbar. So you can either... Let me get out of here so that way it's not as loud. Anyways, you can come up to this Alakazam and choose a city. You don't have to unlock the cities, so you can just immediately go to them. Okay, so now that it's quieter, and somebody's not spamming attack buttons, you have your Pokemon up here. You can either click the Pokemon and then click on the ground, and I'll send the Pokeball out. Click R to return. Or you can click the corresponding numbers 1 through 6. So 1 would be my Psyduck, 2 would be my Machoke, 3 and 4 I don't have any Pokemon in, 5 would be my Zapdos, and 6 would be my Kadabra. So, like, if I wanted to send out my Kadabra, I press 6, and you can only send it out so far before it comes right back in front of you, see? Send it out about a good 12 feet in front of you. And you have your Kadabra. You use your right mouse button to control your camera as you're walking and running. I'm just holding down the W and using my mouse to steer, basically. To lock onto a Pokemon, you can either click on said Pokemon. For some reason, it's not letting me. Click on this Pidgey. That Pidgey's probably just glitched out. It's probably fainted. Okay, so like for instance, there is another Pokemon over here in the grass, but you can't see it. So that's the reason why I turn this detail all the way off so that way you can see the Rattata. Turn it up. As soon as it goes in the grass, you won't be able to see it. And it disappears. Turn it down. And it's behind this tree. But you can either click on said Pokemon and you'll see it has like a little blue highlight on it. Click it and you're automatically locked to it. So it doesn't matter if you come over here and stop, it automatically locks on to whatever you're looking at. You could also press tab and it automatically locks onto the closest thing to you, whether it be another person's Pokemon or a wild Pokemon. You can only attack other players' Pokemon in a PvP area. You cannot do it out in the wild like this. So to attack a wild Pokemon, you have these down here. These are your 6 attacks that you can use. You can either click on it and they'll use the attack, or you can obviously click the corresponding button. So like 1 would be my hidden power, 2 would be psychic, 3 would be reflect, 5 would be recover, or 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 would be teleport. So literally teleport. If it's red, you can't teleport there. If it's green, left click and you can teleport. Let's see, what else? So Pokemon centers, like you don't have to fast travel. It's an open world. You can literally walk everywhere. You can walk to any city. The Johto region is in the game. You can't teleport there. You have to walk there. There's not really anything in the Johto region, but you have to unlock it. I'll make a separate video on that, on how to unlock it. But you have Pokemon centers. You can talk to Nurse Joy, but she cannot heal your Pokemon, so you gotta do it yourself. You just walk over here and you click. You'll see your Pokeballs go in there. You hear the sound that they're healed. And you have your PCs right here. Log into any of the PCs and you can, each level that you gain, you get a new box. And you can go all the way up to 14 or 15 if you count box 0, I guess. But you can right click on the Pokemon and it gives you the outlook on them, their nature, their level, their experience, their happiness, their IVs, and their evolutions. You can release this. Is the only way that you can release a Pokemon. So if you want to release a Pokemon, you got to put it into your PC, right click, come down to release, and green check if you want to release it. Let's see. There is a glitch in the game as of right now. So let's say I were to buy more than 1 Pokeball at a time. So say I buy like 3, and then I go out and catch a Pokemon. The other 2 Pokeballs disappear. So if I buy 3, they'll go into my bag. They'll pop up in my bag as 3, but as soon as I use one to catch a Pokemon, it disappears. So I will show you guys. So I only buy 1 at a time, so that way I don't waste money. But I'll show you guys how to catch a wild Pokemon. So obviously it's just like the anime. Except the Pokemon have no chance of busting out of the balls as of right now. So, you send out a Pokemon. Target a Pokemon that you want to faint. And just simply faint the Pokemon. You'll see that you do damage and then in the yellow, and then the green is your XP. Press R to return your Pokemon. And if you have a Pokeball in your bag, you press C for capture, and then you'll be prompted with this. So there's a whole bunch of different ways you can do it. A lot of people like to stand over the Pokemon and just left click, because as soon as you left click, there's a power bar right here. The higher that Pokeball is, that gets on the bar, the more power you have. So like, if I just click, and I double click, it just drops it right in front of me. You can press C again to get out of that animation. The animation's forever. I had no idea until somebody told me. Or you can hold it down, then let go, and you get a super powerful throw. Press C to get out of it. So if you want to be like Ash in the anime and you want to catch it from a distance, just kind of aim at it and power throw. Sometimes you'll hit it, sometimes you won't. Goes through that little animation and it'll be up here. As you can tell, it is fainted. That's the only way that you can catch Pokemon in the game, is you have to feint it first and then throw the Pokeball to catch it. In order to heal it, obviously you gotta go to a Pokemon Center. You can either find one in the city that you're in or go to the closest city, or you can click this little home button up here. Not a lot of people know about this. There's no tutorial whenever you start the game. You click this home button and it automatically brings you back to Pallet Town. This is the main hub of where everything happens, where the game begins. So you can come in here. You can click on this and it heals your Pokemon. Or there's one. As you come in through the main door, take this first door on the right. Come up here. And it's this. You can click and it heals your Pokemon. Now I'll make a separate video on all these Pokeballs right here and show you what they all are and how to do it. Like what happens whenever you click on them and stuff like that. So now, got the Pidgey. We'll send it out. Now you have your Pidgey. Level 8. Tackle and Sand Attack's the only thing it learns. And it knows right now, as you level this up, it will learn more attacks. The only thing is, you can actually go into your Pokedex, right? Find the Pidgey, left click on it, and it'll show you all the moves that it can learn and at what level they learn them. So whenever you catch it, it automatically already knows Tackle. And if it's over level 5, it'll already know Sand Attack. If it's at level 9, it'll learn Gust. It'll learn all the ones previous. So if you catch a level 30 Pidgey, it'll already know all of the attacks that it'll ever learn. Even if you evolve it into a Pidgeotto and a Pidgeot, these are the only attacks that it will ever know. So like, for instance, a Charmander learns Flamethrower at 37. Charmeleon learns Flamethrower at 43. So the best way to do it is level up, find out what's the highest level you have to be. Like for this Caterpie, at level 100 it can learn Flamethrower, which if you evolve it to Metapod, it'll never learn Flamethrower. So you want to level that all the way up to 100 in order to get that extra attack. But for instance, Rat-a-tat, or let's go something else. Nope. Oddish, okay. See, it evolves at Gloom at 21, but it learns Moonlight at 27. So if you evolve it into Gloom, it learns Moonlight at 29. So then you have to go 2 more levels just in order to learn that Moonlight. So try to get the base Pokemon all the way up to the master level that it can possibly go to learn all the moves. And then evolve it. Because if you evolve it first, then it takes longer to learn the moves. So always, like, learn all your moves first. Train your Pokemon all the way up to the highest level first to learn the best move and then start evolving. Right now, I'm just going for Pokedex. There's a lot of Pokemon from Gen 1 that are not in the game. Like Jigglypuff and Wigglypuff. They're not in the game right now. Tentacle is not in the game. And its evolved form, I can't remember what it's called, is not in the game. Ponyta and Rapidash is not in the game. Seal is not in the game, and its evolved form is not in the game. Let's see, who else? That's Lickitung, it's in the game. Chansey's not in the game yet, sadly. Horsey and its evolved form is not in the game. Goldeen and Sea King are not in the game. That's Mr. Mime. Also, for just to show you guys, I do have a Mr. Mime, but it's not in my Pokedex because it was traded. In the anime, if you just see a wild Pokemon, it goes into your Pokedex. In this game, it does not. If you trade a Pokemon, it goes into your Pokedex. In this game, it does not. See, I have a Mr. Mime right here, level 100. But he is not in my Pokedex because he was traded. You have to catch the Pokemon in order to get it in your Pokedex. Gyarados is not in the game, but Magikarp is. And Magikarp is useless right now because the only thing that it can learn is Splash. So it's useless, but go ahead and get it so whenever they do put Gyarados in the game, you already have one. Because Magikarp can only be found at Lake of Rage in the Johto region on Wednesdays. No other day can you find it, and nowhere else can you find it. Just in that one area, on that certain day, you can find it. Lapras isn't in the game. I don't know what this is, 132. Who's that Pokemon? Don't know. If you guys know, put it down in the comments. Eevee, you can get a free Eevee. I'll show you all the free Pokemon that you can get at the beginning of the game. You can turn it into a Vaporeon, a Jolteon, a Flareon, an Umbreon, and a, what's her name? Espeon. Because I have an Espeon. I'll show you. The fossils are not in the game right now. Let's see. All the legendary birds are in the game, and those are bosses along with Mewtwo. Mewtwo's in the game. Dratini's real hard to find. It's only in Dragon's Den, and it's a very rare spawn. Mew is in the game, but it's a 1 in a million chance that you'll find her. Okay. So we're actually going to leave because it is super busy. And so as you can see up here, the population is 25 out of 200. There's only one server that you can log into, and it's European server. And this is probably the most that you'll ever see online. I mean, there are a lot of people that play this game. I mean, they have a leaderboard on the website, Pokemon MMO-3D.com, and you'll see there's like thousands of people that play this game. But there's not a lot of people on at one time, because this is Canadian or French time in France. Like it's 10:36 in the morning my time, and it's 5:21 there. So there's that. So I'll show you what all these buttons do as well. So this takes you back to Palette. This shows you everybody that's on the server right now. This shows you your PMs. So if you want to PM somebody, you click on their name in chat. It'll show their name here. You type your private message, and they'll get a ding whenever it private messages them. This right here is your trainer card. It shows you your money, your experience, your name, and your level. You can see the badges, but you can't get them. This right here is your map. There are hotkeys, which I'll tell you guys. Your bag, your Pokedex, and then your settings and controls and how to leave the game. So to go home, I don't think there is a hotkey for that, but the players is P. That's your Pokedex. I don't know what the players is, to be honest. Oh, there's a friends list as well, which is the comma. You can click the comma, hit the plus sign right here, and you have to enter the username exactly how it shows. So if I wanted to add this Overlord instead of an O, I have to put a 0 in for the O. Or Regis, I have to make sure that the R is capitalized in order to add them. To get okay. This is your trainer card. So your trainer card, you can just hit T and it pops up for you. M is for your map. B is for your bag. P is for the Pokedex. And Escape is obviously for your main menu. Shows you all your keys and oh, here we go. So okay, let's see what U is. Oh, U takes off the UI. Okay, that makes sense. So here's all the things that you can use. So comments for your friends list. So there is nothing for to see the list or your PMs. But if you have a Pokemon that can fly, F is for fly, obviously. Jump, WASD. Left shift if you just press it. So like right now I'm running by default, but if I press the left shift, I walk. If you press it again, you have to stop walking and then press it again, you can run. But you can press it while you're running and you start walking, but you can, I guess you can. Oh, whoops. Okay, so like, yeah, so go back here. So there's that. So what you seen was the list of all the Pokemon that are high levels, like all the level 100s, who owns them, what their nickname is, all that good stuff. In order to scroll down, you can use your wheel, but as you can see, it zooms you in and out in game. So when you start off, you'll be like this close to yourself. Just use the scroll wheel to zoom out, because I kind of like it far away anyways. But what I use is left click and then just drag up and down. So it'll also be unchecked here, so up is down and down is up, so just check that and it'll reverse that. You can change your sensitivity, your UI transparency, your blacklist. If you don't want to see anybody in chat, you can blacklist them, and that's the semicolon. Now your alpha numbers are your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're not on your keypad, they're on above your letters. And if you want to see the stats of your Pokemon that you have in your party, it's the F keys. Like this. Tab is the closest target, blah blah blah. You can do your configuration. I think you automatically start off on fastest, which, as you can tell, just kind of makes things a little dark or lighter, I guess. And it does dim down like the trees. I'll show you. Kind of dumbs down the graphics a little. So if you watch the tree here, if you watch this tree, whenever I turn it to amazing, it definitely gives it a better look. The tree kind of blows in the wind, it has texture on the bark a lot more, and the leaves don't look like a cluttered mess. So amazing is definitely the best one to go to. You can change your view, like your view distance, how far you want to view. I put it all the way out. Color correction, I like it real bright, because whenever you start off, it's like right here in the middle. I like everything real bright. You can turn the fog on and off. I like it off. You can put it in windowed mode. You can choose the FPS that you want the game to run at. It can only go up to 60. And you also have a help here. So I guess this right here is your tutorial, which I don't remember this being here. I kind of had to learn everything on my own. But that is the basic game format of everything. So somebody has a Squirtle. Person has an Ivysaur. I'll show them my Zapdos. And so you can tab, and so they nicknamed it Careless. That person, oh yeah, whenever it evolves, it does not change names. So in order to change the name, you right click on the Pokemon and you can change their name right here. And then you can click this right here and see their movesets. You can switch the movesets. See this green box around Scratch? You can change it. So say that I want Tail Whip right here. I make sure that this is highlighted. I come up here, find Tail Whip, left click, and it'll switch it. I want Water Gun here. Boom. Like that. And you just hit X, and then whenever you have to have your Pokemon withdrawn first. You can't have it out and do it. So now Tail Whip's here, Water Gun's here, Scratch is here. So now, whenever I come over here to attack this Pidgey, instead of hitting 3 for Water Gun, I can easily just do 1 and 2. And then water gun. Okay. So the bad thing about Psyduck, though, let's see, Psyduck. It cannot learn Confusion. Sad. It is so sad. That's what Psyduck is. So a psychic water Pokemon. Like, it can only learn Water Pulse and Water Gun. Everything else is like your normal. But I'm just trying to level... Oh, there's Pikachu. Psyduck up to level 33, which I have a while to go since it's only level 14. Just to get the Pokedex. That is basically basics of the game. The logistics. There's not much left to it. Oh, actually there is. There's a lot more. And in Palette, hopefully it's not going to be loud, you can talk to Meowth here. Meowth will change your skins. I don't want to click on this. I click on any of them to showcase them. I'll do that in another video. Where I show you like how to get the Pokeballs and all that stuff. But you can click on him and choose your skin. So like if you want to look like Red, or if you want to look like the guy carrying a phone, or this girl right here. Actually, is he carrying a phone or is it a Pokedex? Kind of looks like a phone. Or you could be this girl right here. There's a whole bunch of people. Actually, let's go ahead and do that. I'm not even gonna make a new video. Yeah, I'm gonna make a new separate video for that. See, there's another legendary bird. Articuno, super fast. So, it's another thing. You have your base stats, right? Here, those aren't my base stats anymore because I have EVs. So, the IVs never change. This is what your Pokemon's good with. Here's their nature. So you won't, the game, whoever you talk to in chat, they're going to tell you go off of their base stats. So if you have, like for instance, Zapdos, I always go to Pokemon DB.net to look up their base stats. So Zapdos has his base stat, his best base stat is special attack at 125. So if you find a Zapdos that is modest, mild, rash, or quiet, well, you don't really want a quiet one because that's good special attack but lowers the speed. But if you find a modest one, that's the best Zapdos that you get, or a mild one, or a rash one. I'd rather have the modest is the best, then a mild, then a rash, and then a quiet, and then Bashful's the very last because Bashful is it's neutral. But I have Quirky, which Quirky is good special defense. Oh, it's actually neutral. It's a neutral one because it's a good special defense and a bad special defense, so they cancel each other out. So it's just neutral. But in order to get EVs, those are evolution stats. You attack wild Pokemon. So, like for instance, my speed is 2,000. If I go, let me see here. Okay, this Pidgey here. If I attack this Pidgey, recall my Pokemon, and look. Oh, okay, well I think his base stat only goes, or his EVs can only go up to 2,000 for some reason. I thought it was 3,000. Let's do my Kadabra here, because I know his speed is at 41. So I attack this Pidgey, I make it faint. Now it's at 42. So you have to attack wild Pokemon, and they give you certain ones, like Pidgeys, all your birds. Ratatats, Raticates, or at least Ratatats, not Raticates. Ratatats will give you a speed bonus, and the Flying Birds will give you a speed bonus. Abras, Magnemites, Venomoths, they all give you special attack. Rhyhorns give you defense. Scythers give you attack. Those aren't the only Pokemon that give you those, though. There's a whole different bunch of Pokemon that give you different things. Whole bunch of things. They're like a Kanga gives you, I believe it's HP and attack, or HP and defense. It gives you two different ones. I can't remember which one it is though. But I will make a separate video on beginning, like how you can do it, how you start off, and how you choose things. So go ahead and check that out. If you like this video, please leave a like and a comment on anything that you'd like to see in the future. Till then, see you guys later.